The town of Pilar occupies a special place in the hearts of Catholics in the province of Leyte, Philippines. Here stands the Metropolitan Cathedral, the Archbishop's residence and the seminary of the Archdiocese. Jesuit Fathers, Alonso de Hermanis, and Juan del Campo, shortly after their arrival in 1595 and the establishment of the parish, built the Cathedral of Our Lord's Transfiguration. The first church was inaugurated in August 1598. In 1850, Franciscan Father Agustin de Consugra started the construction of the cathedral's twin towers. It was then continued by Father Bartolian de la Fuente, and was finished and installed on the church's facade in 1896. Aside from the two symmetrical towers, he also refurbished the church with hanging glass chandeliers, candelabras and chalices, vestments of gold, and other ornamentals. Coronel Ambrosio Mejica, the provincial governor from February 1898 up to March 1900, converted the church into a provincial capital. The church was the site also of the Leyte Samar Synods in 1910 and 1935. On March 27, 1938, the Church of Palo became a cathedral, after Palo was created diocese on November 28, 1937. Later in 1982, Palo became an archdiocese. In 1960, with the ceiling and the roof in bad state of disrepair, and wanting to have a bigger and more spacious church to accommodate the growing population, since it has now become a cathedral, then Bishop of Palo Most Reverend Lino Gonzaga had the old fortress-like church demolished, retaining only the centuries-old retablo and side altars to give way to the present edifice. Taller, wider and well-ventilated with an accordion type of walls on the main nave, and two side wings, angled like an arrow to the altar. The twin towers were enclosed in the present semi-Gothic belfries. In 1995, the cathedral underwent a renovation and the whole altar was regilded. The latest renovation began in October 2010. In preparation for the 75th Jubilee celebration of Palo as a diocese. Its roof and ceiling were repaired. The dome was changed to match the belfries. Windows and doors were changed. New confessionals were added along with a new baptistry and a gallery of saints. More chandeliers were also hanged. The sacristy was likewise renovated and a new cathedra was installed just in time for the installation of the Archbishop in May 2012. The cathedral's front portico was enlarged also and its belfries were beautified. A new altar table and lectern were also put in place. By God's grace and the overwhelming support of the faithful, who all contributed in financing this major renovation through the parish monthly quotas, work was finally completed in time for the Diamond Jubilee celebration on November 28, 2012. However, on that fateful day of November 8, 2013, Super Typhoon Haiyan, locally named Yolanda, approaching with more than 300 km/h winds blew away the dome and ripped off the entire roof of the cathedral. Considered as the strongest typhoon so far throughout the world, the typhoon caused much devastation and altered the landscape. Yolanda flattened almost every town it passed. Dead bodies were littered along the roads and highways. Mass graves were hurriedly dug to bury these bodies, one of them at the cathedral grounds. A few weeks after the typhoon hit, the cathedral witnessed the ordination of 7 new priests, as it did many times already since it was built. On November 25, 2013, the ordination took place inside the Oflas Cathedral. Days after, on November 28, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle celebrated Mass at the cathedral to conclude the year-long celebration of Palos becoming a diocese 75 years ago. The Cathedral of Our Lord's Transfiguration in Palo may have been unimaginably destroyed, but it continues to be a symbol of faith, a beacon of hope, and a place where people encounter God and His consoling love. Help us rebuild the Palo Cathedral. Help us bring back the beauty this sacred place once had.